impact the team as well. Not always just about the scoring.
So the New York starting five. We've got Anunoby. Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Towns in at the center position. And for Minnesota, the wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the one spot. And like everyone else, GA, I'm looking forward to the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, we have a pair of the best centers in the NBA. Points in the paint will be a key number tonight.
Here's Brunson, and he makes good on the layup. Brunson's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Knicks.
Generously listed as 6'1", Jalen Brunson knows his way around the inside painted area. Look out.
Now here's Randall. McDaniels outside. Buries the long-range jumper.
Yeah, McDaniels really trying to become consistent with that jump shot.
And the dunk by Towns.
Boy, how about the timing, the delivery? That is exactly how you set a teammate up.
Randall kicks to Gobert. McDaniels on the wing. Three-pointer, Randall. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Now the Knicks with it, coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And in that one, the offensive execution made the difference. They found and exploited the mismatch repeatedly.
Well, it was certainly a game that their analytics people had to love breaking down. I thought they exposed every weakness in the defense.
And here is DiVincenzo after OG Anunoby made that last three-pointer. Randall passes to Gobert. Makes it off the glass.
I'll tell you, little you can do to stop Gobert in there. He's just too long and too hungry.
For New York, they've gotten their first three shots to go in for him to start off this game. Jacks up a three. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And there's Randall on the assist from Edwards.
Well, not a bad beginning. 3 for 4 from the floor. Pretty good start.
New York's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Hart outside. Back to Brunson. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Exactly the kind of start you're looking for. They are 4 for 5 out of the gates.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch. Well, Coach had nothing but praise for Jalen Brunson, and he said he spent a lot of time watching Jalen. His words were, it's not easy for a player his size to dominate like he does. It speaks to his drive and his ability to outthink his opponents. Coach holds Brunson in high regard. Back to you, Kevin.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. And here's Towns. After Anthony Edwards made that last three-pointer.
This guy's more comfortable from that range than most 7-footers. Mr. Towns, such a sweet shooting big.
The Doors with his diverse offensive repertoire. Karl Anthony Towns is a matchup nightmare.
Absolutely, Kevin. And the reason being, he's right. He's one of the greatest shooting bigs in history, but the man is a great straight-line driver. Good luck checking him. Well, you cannot sleep on Julius Randle. Catch and shoot jumper. Okay, Julius, we see you.
Brunson against DiVincenzo. Brunson kicks to Towns. Towns sets the pick for Hart. 5 on the clock. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Gobert with a screen on Bridges. And finished off by Gobert.
Really nice decision-making by Anthony Edwards. If you're going to play in the NBA, you've got to read off pick-and-roll action.
Brunson the pass to Hart. Right side Towns. Gobert with the block.
Learn the lesson quickly, folks. Do not test Rudy Gobert.
Randall outside. Pass to McDaniels. Now Gobert. Randall outside. Releases, and again it's Minnesota.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at the Timberwolves. Here in the middle of the regular season, they've been able to get the 4th best record in the conference.
Well, for the Timberwolves, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
Yeah, even so, though, I'm sure they're not satisfied just being near the top of the standings. They're going to be looking to make a major push as this season winds down.
And it's Towns missing. Minnesota leading by 6. Randall with a screen for DiVincenzo. To the paint. And then Randall slams it in.
Wow, Julius Randall with a little flavor on the finish.
That's a great look at that move from the Connecticut Cam, sponsored by AT&T. For New York, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Bridges outside. Anunoby kicks to Hart. Bridges sets the screen for Hart. Sinks the three-pointer.
Yeah, Josh Hart starting to show people, I can knock down a three-point shot. You better guard me.
DiVincenzo passes to Edwards. Bridges against Randall. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. Brunson against DiVincenzo. Brunson outside. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And here are the Timberwolves. They're on a 16-7 run. McDaniels outside. Pass to Randall. Out to Edwards. Takes a 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 3 assists now in this one.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Now, here's Bridges. He has yet to score. Towns finds Brunson. And he drives in, and the layup falls. Timberwolves leading by 6. Has to go Bear. And here is DiVincenzo. No good from outside. Anunoby passes to Hart. And Hart throws it down.
Josh Hart hammering it down. That's a message right there.
Here's DiVincenzo. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Now here's Randall. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Oh, man, a hot start for him. He's hit 5 of his first 7.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far, they are hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
That free throw good from Randall. Segura is talking specifically about coaching. Is this the point in the season where a staff can try to light a spark under a player?
Yeah, a couple things to decide. That first, how is your team doing versus what you believe your ceiling is? And second, what kind of effort are you getting on a daily basis? We know these coaches. They are not afraid to light a fire when necessary. And sometimes, Kev, it's necessary.
The Timberwolves making a change here. Reed's checked in. And now let's take a look at the number of second chance points these teams have had over the last month. These guys never give up on a possession. The Knicks 4th.
They have been aggressive underneath. I mean, they're playing with a physicality that you don't often see, and it's led to a lot of second chance points.
Knicks trail by 7. Clarkson outside. Towns against Reed. Outside, Towns. Pass to Hart. 6 on the shot clock. From the corner. Reed with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
Now here's Towns. An 11-point game for him in the win against Cleveland. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Minnesota leading by 10. Conley with it. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Well, the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Pass to Hart. Outside, Towns. That one's off. Still out of sync. Towns has gone 2 for 5 tonight. Gobert finds Conley. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Edwards passes to Reed. Outside, Edwards. Oh, good on the triple. Knicks trail by 13. And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning the championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from, and a Hall of Fame coach.
Now, after Jalen Brunson missing on that last three-pointer. Outside, Reed. Back to Edwards. Over in the corner, McDaniels. That shot misses.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Clarkson kicks to Brunson. Hart outside. Towns, the pass to Hart. Robinson, a screen on McDaniels. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on Naz Reid.
Mitchell Robinson brings a level of toughness on a nightly basis. Love getting inside and seeing him invite the contact.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Miller's checked in for Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. And Dillingham subbed in for Edwards. The Knicks also changing it up. Mikal Bridges comes in for Josh Hart. And Miles McBride subbed in for Jalen Brunson. That one misses for Robinson. So Anthony Edwards, the Timberwolves franchise player. GA, how good do you think he can be?
Well, some were ready to anoint him the new face of the league, but if they're to win the franchise's first title, there's another level he's got to reach.
Here's Dillingham. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Conley gets the bucket.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you so much. Karl Anthony Towns is now familiar with the ethos of this Knicks team. He said they're gritty, they find a way to win, they never quit, bringing that New York mentality every single night. It's something that you recognize when you get to live in that kind of a culture. Back over to you.
They are relentless. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. And here's Miller after Jordan Clarkson hitting the three.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Robinson dishes to Towns. Robinson passes to Bridges. Clarkson surveying the floor. Over Clark. And again, it's New York.
Well, Jordan Clarkson came into the NBA as an aggressive scorer, and in the mid-range, he is as good as it gets.
Reed with a screen for Conley. Outside, Reed. No good on the three.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Clarkson passes to Robinson. And the dunk by Robinson.
Well, Mitchell Robinson knows who he is, a vertical spacer. What a pretty dunk.
Outside Conley. Out to the right wing. Clark hits to Conley. Back to Clark. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. They get a hand on it. Here's Dillingham. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
The Timberwolves shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
The first one falls. He hits both from the stripe. 5 seconds left in the first. The tray, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've done a lot of great work from long range. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, what's your take so far on the Timberwolves?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Sharing the perimeter spots, it's Clarkson and Bridges. Robinson is out there with Guerschon Yabusele. And it's McBride in at the point. Now, here's Clarkson. He's coming off a 25-point game against Cleveland. And finished off by Yabusele.
We know Jordan Clarkson is looking to score out of those sets, but this guy very capable and underrated as a playmaker.
Here's Conley. Pass to Dillingham. Now here's Randall. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
The guys, over the years, we've seen Randall become a much more aggressive scorer. You love his tenacity.
Robinson dishes to Clarkson. Scoring his third straight basket in 3 tries.
Well, Jordan Clarkson, a nice, efficient look there. Boy, that'll help your percentages.
Pass to Dillingham. Now here's Randall. Defended by Yabusele. Puts it up from 7, and that's good off the glass that time. Randall's got 4 this quarter.
Well, guys love to score, but the differentiator is, can you do it at an efficient clip? And right now, that's what's happening.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Yabusele, and finished off by Yabusele.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. Now here's Conley. He has 6. Reed with the screen on Bridges. No good from Clark.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Clark against Bridges. And again, it's New York.
What a wingspan on this young man. Able to get up and over defenders. Nice opportunity on the jump shot.
Outside Conley. Pass to Randall. And Reed has it in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark. Knicks trail by 5. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
Looking for Conley. He gets it there. The shot, no good. Bridges with some nice defense. Clarkson finds McBride. Now Bridges, covered by Conley. Robinson passes to Bridges. Here's Clarkson. Clock at 6. And shot on the way. Julius Randle with the rebound. And so it's Randle bringing it up now for Minnesota. They've led by as many as 14 points. Conley with the 3. The Knicks pull it in.
Boy, after dropping 2 triples in the first quarter, he hasn't hit another yet.
Nice shot by Yabusele.
You love it when a guy can put a slow start behind him and begin to ramp it up.
Timberwolves leading by 3. And timeout called by Chris Finch. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Clark. And it's Edwards in for Dillingham. And then for New York, Towns, he's checked in for Yabusele. And Anunoby subbed in for Clarkson. Pass to Edwards. Back to Randall. To end the drought. Knicks with the rebound. Robinson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Anunoby in the corner. Back to McBride. Bridges kicks to Anunoby. Some nice passing by New York here. Just 5 to shoot. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Bridges.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Conley dishes to Randall. Takes a 3. The rebound by McBride.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
At the elbow, it's Gobert. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 4 assists in the game.
You love the touch from Rudy Gobert. He's put a ton of work into his offensive game.
Here's McBride. Still scoreless. Outside Robinson. Towns, the pass to McBride. Towns, a screen on Conley. McBride's shot is off. Minnesota leading by 3. And Doris, you see the talent on this Knicks squad, but there's always been questions about the intangibles they possess.
What's fascinating, Kevin, is this team built slowly and methodically and with great patience. And then they took a couple of big swings. It doesn't result in a championship, and now you evaluate everything.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. After Anthony Edwards made that last 3-pointer. Inside Towns. Over Randall. And Towns, the bucket on the assist from Robinson. 6 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Timberwolves shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively here. No one near Conley as he lets it go. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And really, as the 3-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Bridges against Edwards. Fades and shoots. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
Randall with a screen for Conley. Pass to McDaniels. 3-pointer. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. Edwards got 3 assists tonight. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, one that doesn't get talked about enough, length. Players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt and that wing position. It feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
Minnesota making a switch here. DiVincenzo's checked in. Landry Shamet's checked in for New York. Jalen Brunson comes in for Miles McBride. Now Towns. He's got 6. Brunson outside. Anunoby kicks to Towns. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Minnesota with the ball. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. And here is DiVincenzo. No scoring in this one. Randall no good.
I'll tell you, his teammates are going to start to freeze this guy out if he keeps taking threes like this.
New York, no good that time either.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Pass to Edwards. Gobert with the screen for Edwards. The three-pointer, no good.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
It's stolen by DiVincenzo. Stolen by Robinson. At the elbow, Brunson. Brunson on the move. Towns for 3. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Towns has got it back down to single digits for New York. Randall outside. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gobert, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Boy, the added strength of Rudy Gobert over the years helps him complete the end one. You get the sense this guy loves to score the basketball.
PB, no one has more Defensive Player of the Year awards than Rudy Gobert. 4 of them.
Well, with the 4, he is now tied with the great Dikembe Mutombo and the great Ben Wallace. Does he have another one in his sights?
Gobert, no good on that free throw. And you look at this Timberwolves roster, doors quite a spread as far as the ages of their top players.
Oh, Kevin, you've got a couple of guys who are absolutely on the back 9 and really walking up the fairway of number 18. And then you've got Mr. McDaniels and Anthony Edwards, 2 guys in their early 20s. But this is the fascinating part. There's a runway left, and what do they do with it?
Here is Edwards. Jalen Brunson picking up that last basket. Here's Reed. Hits the three-point bomb. Reeves got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Knicks trail by 10. Pass to Shamet. Back to Brunson. Brunson muscles through the contact.
Strong move. Brunson just bruising his way inside.
Here is Edwards. He's got 12. And here's Reed. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one is on Towns. And the Knicks, Doris, making some aggressive moves in recent years. Loading up for a title run. And they came close.
And Kevin, this after years of patience and methodical building. You give away 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges, and of course you give away Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo to get Karl Anthony Towns. They haven't quite reached the summit. Will they?
And Greg, when you're dealing with this Timberwolves team fairly deep with size up front.
That can wear you down over the course of a game, and especially in a playoff series, a real strength of this team.
Josh Hart, he's checked in for New York. Mikal Bridges comes in for Landry Shamet. Both free throws good from Reed.
Well, the beauty of someone like Naz Reid, he's proven already in his career, you can bring him off the bench to great effect, or if you need him to be a step-in starter, he's equally capable.
And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Teammate Josh Hart may call Jalen Brunson the king of New York, but Brunson says, I would never consider myself a face of the franchise, but I'm a leader of this team. That's what I want to do, and I am grateful for the opportunity. I don't take this for granted. Back to you, Kevin.
Yeah, staying humble. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Pushing it up. In the corner, it's Bridges. Hart outside. New York moving the ball around. Edwards against Towns. It's no good. He's now 4 of 9 from the field. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've led by as many as 14 points. McDaniels against Anunoby. Reed finds Edwards. Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
Well, we know this about Anthony Edwards. This guy, one of the stronger guards in this game. That's a tough finish.
Hart outside. There's 39 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Brunson. Gobert with the block.
One of the best to do it. Gobert adds another block to that career total.
Outside Edwards. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the half. Reed with it. Hart covering. And Gobert throws it down.
So long, so athletic. Rudy Gobert with a big-time dunk.
DiVincenzo against Brunson. Towns, a screen on DiVincenzo. Bridges outside. The three. Unable to get that one. And so it's Minnesota 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Back right after this.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. An uphill battle so far for the New York Knicks.
They're getting steamrolled, giving up too many points in the paint.
And it's just not the rim protection. You have to stay in front of all ball handlers, or you'll get broken down and eaten alive.
Taking a peek now at the upcoming schedule.
And that game against the Hawks, they don't want to say it, but they are very confident coming into this one. And who can blame them?
They played some good ball this season. Their opponent, not so much.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from Julius Randle.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
Timberwolves leading by 14. A big men on the floor for him, Randle and Gobert. Guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the three. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Bucket is good. Edwards got the first points to start out the third quarter for Minnesota.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Anunoby outside. Back to Brunson. It's Brunson at point-blank range.
Boy, whenever this team has needed a bucket, Jalen Brunson has been there right now in complete command of this ball game.
DiVincenzo with the screen on Bridges. And here's Edwards from the arc. That's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Yep, that one goes. Brunson's got 14 points for the game.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Now, here's McDaniel. He's got 6. Randall with the bucket.
I'll tell you exactly the start to this half that you're looking for. He's taken 3 shots. He's made 3 shots.
To the wing right side. Right side Towns. Out to Brunson. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And again, it's Jalen Brunson. Brunson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, we talk about having a high shot IQ. Jalen Brunson just 4 shots. You want to concede the mid-range jumper, he's more than content to take it.
Edwards, good.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Towns up top. Brunson against DiVincenzo. Towns kicks to Bridges. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 4 assists now tonight.
Great play calling, great execution, leads to 4 for 4 to start this half.
Now, here's McDaniel. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. Handle with the ball, defended by Hart, and the wide-open shot from DiVincenzo. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Let's take a look at the numbers for Karl Anthony Towns.
And guys, I think the grind of the season is catching up with him a little bit. It comes across in his rebounding numbers. Over the past 5 games, they've taken a tumble. He seems to be wearing down a bit. Maybe tonight, though, he can get his legs back under it.
Knicks trail by 19. Pass to Brunson. Now Towns. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. It's 3-pointers off the mark.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Randall kicks to DiVincenzo. Randall with a screen for DiVincenzo. No good on the triple. And so Anunoby will bring it up for New York. And it's good, 2 points. Bridges got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, crafty move by Mikal Bridges off the pick. Just gets into some space and makes the shot.
Gobert with a screen for Edwards. And finished off by Gobert.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Towns. He's got 9. Misses the 3. DiVincenzo against Brunson. Back to DiVincenzo. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. For 3, Edwards. Knicks with the rebound. You know, DB, recently we've seen Anthony Edwards reach new heights as a 3-point shooter.
Anthony Edwards has now embraced the complete analytics of the game. He is a high-volume 3-point shooter, and he's still a terror en route to the cup.
Here's Edwards, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
That is big-time strength from Anthony Edwards. He's got the perfect basketball frame.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Minnesota.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing of this team. Boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game.
Greg, Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
Now, here's Hart. 5 points in the game. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by Edwards.
KYP. Know your personnel. Challenge the great shooter. Excellent job.
That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. And now it's 27 points for Anthony Edwards. For New York, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. DiVincenzo against Brunson. Anunoby outside. Hart with a screen on Edwards. Here's Bridges. Julius Randle with the rebound. Randle's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Edwards, good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Bridges outside. Brunson with it. 16 points for him. Towns in the corner. And just miss after miss right now. Minnesota's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And a hard-nosed defensive identity for this Knicks. But, G.A., there's been some slippage.
Well, the challenge has been their 2 best offensive players get targeted at the other end. The adage, you're only as strong as your weakest link, it has some truth to it.
First free throw is good.
Well, you just watch Anthony Edwards continue to progress. This guy gets better and better every year.
And New York making a change here. Robinson's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And what you love about Edwards is how intense he is. Guy plays hard every minute he's on the floor.
Outside, Towns. Bridges kicks to Hart. Robinson on the wing, defended by Gobert. And here's Brunson outside. Good again. He's on tonight, 9 for 13 shooting.
That's business right there. Jalen Brunson, the catch, shoot, and on to the next play.
DiVincenzo passes to Randall. And here's Gobert, guarded by Robinson. High post, Gobert. Robinson on him. Randall a screen on Hart. McDaniels. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. McDaniels got 9.
Oh, Mr. McDaniels with the response. How competitive is this guy?
And it's Towns missing. Timberwolves shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. Bridges against Edwards. McDaniels outside. Off target from outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Gobert with the block.
There is a reason his nickname is the Stifle Tower. Send it back, Rudy.
Mike Conley's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. Here's Brunson. 19 points in the game. New York moving it around. Towns, the pass to Robinson. Now here's Brunson. 6 to shoot over Conley. And Brunson, the basket on the assist from Robinson. Robinson's got his third assist on the night. Bounce pass, Conley. Has to Gobert. Outside, Edwards. And there it is for him. Edwards got 33 points.
Boy, his offensive game has changed the tenor of this basketball game.
Brunson against Conley. A floater, and it's good on the layup.
This guy's been impressive this quarter, putting his team on his back.
Outside, Edwards. Hard against McDaniel. No one near Randall as he lets it go. No good on the three. The Knicks shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Wow, Mikel's showing off a bit of verticality on that finish.
Now here's Conley. He's got 9. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Conley. For the three. Offensive rebound. Randall outside. It's up a 3. He's off on that one.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
And Hart throws it down.
Yeah, if you're playing that power forward position, you overcome a lack of size with great hops.
Timberwolves leading by 20. Randall outside. Pass to Edwards. Takes the 3. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Bridges for 3. Here's Towns. It's good. Towns has got 13.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Randall outside. Conley kicks to McDaniel. Pass to Edwards. The 3. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Edwards got 36.
Well, he's got a one-track mind this quarter, and that is score the basketball.
In the corner, it's Bridges. Cans it from downtown. Bridges has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for New York. And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
A different look for New York. Accordy's checked in, and it's Clarkson in for Hart. We've got 1:13 left to play in the third. Clark, the pass to Conley. Over McBride. Conley gets the bucket. 11 points in the game.
Now, there are very few players who run screen and roll action as well as Mike Conley. Put the ball in his hands and know something good's going to happen.
Here's McBride. Still yet to score. Clarkson against Edwards. 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Edwards. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
For Minnesota, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts, and I'd say those numbers read pretty well. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Minnesota. OG Anunoby's checked in for the Knicks.
One shot.
And Edwards, no good on that one.
He's forcing the action now, finally getting to the charity stripe after no freebies in the first half.
Pass to Clarkson. New York moving the ball around. Robinson dishes to Clarkson. Here's McBride. 6 on the shot clock. From outside the arc. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Long arms, tremendous athleticism, and pursuit of the basketball. Mitchell Robinson working the glass right now.
Clark for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Edwards. Edwards got his 5th assist in this one.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Minnesota Timberwolves. We witnessed him delivering a series of three-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And on the floor for New York here in the 4th. Out front, it's Anunoby at the 4 and Towns at the 5. Miles McBride out there with Clarkson. And it's Shamet in at the 3, the small forward. Pass to Randall. Over Towns. That's good from Randall on the assist from Reed. Reed's got his 4th assist in this one. McBride finds Anunoby. Here's Towns, guarded by Reed. From 13, Gillingham with the rebound. Minnesota shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Reed with a screen on Clarkson. And here's Conley outside. Knicks with the rebound. Towns has got 9 rebounds now tonight. We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. Anunoby has the open look. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
Boy, just tremendous concentration on deep range. OG Anunoby is really coming along as a shooter.
From downtown, Reed kicks to Clark. Outside Conley. Over McBride. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Towns sets the pick for Clarkson. There's the triple. Minnesota with the rebound.
Well, he went into the locker room with 1 3 to his credit, and he's still looking here for number 2.
Outside Conley. Reed finds Clark. The offensive rebound. Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Well, Julius Randall knows how to get to the offensive window and create shots.
Now McBride. Towns wide open. Drills it from outside.
That's 2 triples for him. 1 in the first, 1 in the second.
For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Dillingham. He's covered by Clarkson. Shoots a fader. And it's Shamet with the rebound.
A fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Another 3 for New York.
Well, give Jordan Clarkson a ton of credit. He has worked tirelessly on this shot.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Shannon's checked in, and it's Edwards in for Mike Conley. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. Here's Dillingham. Over to the wing. Clock at 4. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Knicks trail by 18. Hart the pass to McBride. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Rendell bringing it up now for Minnesota. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Here's Reed. Off target with his 3.
Let's say he has not been at his best, but they're winning, and that's all that matters.
Inside. Lets it go. Pass to McBride. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Edwards got his 5th rebound in this one. And here's Randall. Edwards with it. Shoots over Anunoby. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. Knicks trail by 18. Towns with it. Defended now by Dillingham. Clarkson passes to Towns. No good that time.
Boy, not his best quarter. He's trying to break through.
Randall outside. Here's Shannon. Back to Randall. Launches it. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Now McBride. Towns the screen.
Yeah, terrific work in the 2-man game. Results in an easy bucket. That's how you do it.
Timberwolves leading by 16. Pass to Edwards. Fires from deep. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Edwards got 41.
He has done the heavy lifting for them offensively. Now looking to close this thing out.
There's the screen. Now here's Hart. Anunoby passes to Hart. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
And the Knicks making a change here. Robinson's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Landry Shamet comes in for OG Anunoby. Bridges, he's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Miles McBride. TB1 complain about the review process. The longer the review, the more it disrupts the flow of the game.
That's exactly right, Kevin. You have the best athletes in the world competing at the highest level, and then all of a sudden it stops. And if the duration is too long, it takes the players out of rhythm. It drives the viewers at home crazy. This is something that us television people can go absolutely nuts about.
And that's an explosive move to the rim right there. Teammates are just loving that one.
They sure are, GA. He was soaring through the air. To the middle. Here's Edwards. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Edwards got 5 points now in the quarter.
Every aspect of Anthony Edwards' game is on display. This guy has been cooking from the outset.
Pass to Shamet. There's a screen by Robinson. There's the 3. They get it again. Out to Brunson. Bridges for 3. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got rebound number 8 now from the night. And here is DiVincenzo. For 3, Edwards. It's good from long range. Edwards got 46 points.
All night. He just won't let up.
Hart outside. Johnson with it. From deep. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. DiVincenzo kicks to Gobert. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Outside Edwards. Good, another from three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Outside Robinson. Back to Brunson. Zadorus, when it comes to punishing flopping, the acronym is STEM, and you can walk us through this. STEM.
That's right, Kevin. Secondary, theatrical, embellished movements. Players are always going to embellish contact because they want to make sure the official sees it. What the league doesn't want are the flailing pirouettes, the exaggeration or feigning of contact. Those actions will be penalized. Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
Pass to Robinson. Back to Brunson. Shamet on the wing. A three-pointer off the mark.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
McDaniels gets a wide-open look. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Brunson outside. Pass to Shamet for three. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got 4 assists now tonight.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
DiVincenzo kicks to Randall. Left side, Edwards. And again for three.
He's got this defense scrambling. And even when they've got two guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for three-pointers in a single game. Well, if we look back at when things began to shift for the Knicks, Doris, it started with Jalen Brunson.
Well, I think certainly, Kevin, he is exactly the kind of leader you would want. Is he highly skilled? Of course he is. But he's about the work every day, and he sets the tone for his team.
And the first one at the line is good. And just the way pilots use VR to train, now NBA officials can do the same.
Yeah, it's all about reps, right? Getting them with a headset in a lower stress setting helps prepare them to make the right call when the lights are brightest.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Mitchell Robinson. And Anunoby subbed in for Landry Shamet.
Well, Jalen Brunson plays bigger than his size. He's aggressive. He's going to go right at defenders. He doesn't care if you're bigger than he is. He will keep coming at you.
Back to Edwards. From past the arc. Connects again from distance.
He's now set the team record for most threes in a game. Unreal.
And a lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure, he's positive the next one's going to go in.
Boy, when these bigs like Karl Anthony Towns show off that power, you've got to love it.
Conley, the pass to Edwards. Now here's Randall, defended by Hart. Out to Conley, fires the three. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall.
Well, Mike Conley, we know his pre-shot preparation is excellent. Catch and shoot bucket, yes, sir.
Anunoby outside. Conley against Brunson. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Timberwolves.
Well, the one thing that jumps out in this game is the free throw shooting which they did a much better job at.
Absolutely. A big plus. And oftentimes your performance at the line can be the difference in a game. And I think tonight we saw that.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And bragging rights between these teams were on the line today, and they put in some very good work to earn it.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Anthony Edwards.
So highly effective on the offensive end. At times, this guy just scoring at will.
Conley's shot is off. Here's New York. Brunson scanning the floor. Out to Bridges. Three-pointer. Good on the triple.
Well, good position, feet set. Bridges totally ready to get the shot off in catch-and-shoot situations. Nicely done.
Well, for the Timberwolves, they can just run out the clock here. Outside Edwards. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll do it, folks. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.